Do you want to know what's coming to you in the next 7 days? Do you want to know the energy surrounding your week ahead? Then this is the Timeless Tarot Pick a Card reading meant just for you, so keep watching. Hello trick-or-treaters, and welcome back to my channel Trick or Treat Tarot, where it is spooky season all year long. If you like Halloween or Samhain, then this is definitely the channel for you, where I do spooky themed tarot pick-a cards just like this one and other spiritual related videos. So if that's your jam, make sure that you give this video a big thumbs up, and please do subscribe to my channel. And while you are subscribing, make sure you hit that post bell notification button so you don't miss out when I post new spooktacular videos every week. Alright, you guys, we are back with another week ahead reading, right? These are going to talk about the energy surrounding your next 7 days. Super excited, you guys. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to get into it. So we have 3 cards for you to choose from to represent the 3 different groups. So for group number 1, we have card 38, the Bell. For group number 2, we have card 13, the Skull. And for group number 3, we have card 72, the Owl. Okay, so that's group number 1 with card 38, the Bell. Group number 2, card 13, the Skull. And group number 3, card 72, the Owl. So I'll go ahead and I'll give you guys just a couple of minutes to go ahead and choose your group. There is no right or wrong way to choosing, okay? So you can pick based off of the number of the pile, the number on the card, the picture on the card. You can close your eyes, put your hand over the screen, whichever pile makes you feel fuzzy. Open your eyes and see whichever pile calls your attention the most. There is an infinite amount of ways for you guys to pick your pile, okay? If you feel drawn to pick more than one pile, that's okay. You can pick more than one pile. You can pick 2 piles. You can even watch all 3 piles. That just means that there are multiple messages meant for you in each of the different piles, and a couple of disclaimers, okay? So these are general readings, you guys. General readings, that means lots of people are going to be watching this video, and lots of people are going to be watching the same video as you. So if you hear something that doesn't resonate with you, that's okay. That just means that message is for another trick-or-treater who's watching that same pile as you. So just take what resonates, let the rest go, let it flow. The most important thing is to make sure that you're having fun with these videos and you're having fun with these readings. Take what is inspirational, take what's motivational, what feels insightful, okay? That's the point of these readings. So remember that, and you will be golden, okay? Just remember that and you'll be golden. All right, so I just really want to hang out with you guys. I want to vibe with you guys. Make sure you have your tea, wine, coffee, water, whatever it is that you're drinking. Stay hydrated, grab a snack. I know sometimes these readings can be a little lengthy, okay? And remember too that the future is not set in stone. So if you hear something and you think, oh my gosh, I don't want that to happen to me, the power is in your hands, okay? It doesn't have to happen to you. So, right, the future is constantly changing and growing the same way that you are constantly changing and growing. So keep that in mind as well, all right? So with all of that being said, we're going to hang out together. We're going to vibe together. We're going to have so much fun together. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. I love the growth that I've been seeing on this channel, right? So hello and hi, how are you? For everyone who's new here, welcome to the spooky family. Thank you so much for joining, and I am so excited to see where this channel goes and to see how much more it grows. And I'm so glad that you guys are on this journey with me and that you guys get to watch this growth with me, because this is just the beginning, you guys. This is just the beginning, and we are on the start of something so new and so beautiful and so inspiring, and I have no doubt in my mind that we are just going to take the world by storm, okay? So let's go, let's get into it. We're going to start with group number 1. We have all of our timestamps below, okay, in the description box as well as in the comment section. We're doing all of the shuffling on camera, so that way you guys can see the magic happen, all right? So if you want to see the shuffling, timestamps are below. If you want to skip the shuffling, go straight to your message, timestamps are below, okay? So with all that being said, we're going to go ahead, we're going to get right into it, starting with group number 1. All right, hello to all of my trick-or-treaters that chose group number 1. You guys chose card 38, the bell, okay? So this is your channeled message for the next 7 days. We're going to go ahead and get into all of your shuffling. If you don't want to see the shuffling, timestamps are below. You can skip straight to your message. If you do want to see the shuffling, then just keep watching. All right, hello to all of my trick-or-treaters who chose group number 1. You guys chose card 38, the bell. So this is your channeled messages for your week ahead, the next 7 days. Let's go ahead and see what's in store for you. What's the energy surrounding you for these next 7 days, okay? So we have the Empress, okay? Daughter of Pentacles in reverse. That's Page of Pentacles in reverse. And then we have the Knight of Wands, okay? And we have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Interesting. Interesting energies here. Okay. So with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, this could tell me that the next 7 days could potentially, there could be a little bit of financial struggles. Okay, a little bit of financial struggles, but it's interesting because we also have the Empress, and the Empress energy here could talk about manifestation, and it could really talk about creation and something growing. I see that there's potential growth here. Oh, I see. There could be investing here, group number 1. I see there could potentially be investing here. I see, right, with this financial decline, what's happening here is for possibly for a lot of you guys watching this in group number 1, is you're potentially investing a lot of your money into, right, maybe starting a business, or you're investing money in someone else. Maybe you're supporting someone who's starting a business and you're investing into them, you're an investor, or you could be buying stocks, or potentially you know, maybe bonds, or putting money in a savings account, a retirement account. That's what I see here. With the Empress here matched with this Ten of Pentacles in reverse, this is telling me that there's some sort of investment that's happening here that's going to pay off in the long run. Or maybe if you've been thinking about if you should make an investment, the answer is yes. With the Empress here, this is telling me that this is going to pay off in the long run. So slow financial growth over time, but it's going to take a sacrifice in the moment, in the present time. So are you willing to make that sacrifice now in order to, right, see that growth later on? This could also talk about a job, leaving a job to start a different career path, something that's going to be more fulfilling for you in the future, right? Leaving something that is potentially successful now, that's probably more practical, but leaving that practicality and moving on with something that's going to be more emotional fulfilling for you. I see that that's also potential here, but that's in the long run also going to bring about some financial success here. So this is interesting that this is here too, because we have the Page of Pentacles in reverse here, which is could talk about for me, right, an idea. Wanting to move forward on an idea, but being very unsure about it. But then we have the Knight of Wands here, which is telling me that there's going to be fast growth. So we're seeing here that there's a need to take action with the Knight of Wands, take action on a passion. And that passion could potentially be this financial goal or financial idea that you've been kind of not really sure about, or that you've been putting on the back burner. But we see with the Empress here that there's a need to move forward with that, and a need to manifest those ideas that you've been having. You have some good ideas that you have just kind of not really been working on or working towards, because maybe you felt like that they weren't going to really move you forward in your life. And you've been trying to be very practical. I have a feeling that maybe you're an earth sign that could be a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus here, but there's a need to also embody that fire energy here and take action on those ideas, okay? Now, so this could also talk about, right, possible help coming in, or this could represent possible humanoid figures that could be potentially playing significant roles in your life. That could be feminine energy who is an earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, or a masculine energy who is potentially a fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Okay, so keep that in mind as well. We see that we have the Dragonfly. There's a need to listen to your intuition. Dragonfly in reverse. A need to listen to your spirit guides, intuition. There's a need for meditation. I think you really have to sit down and think about these ideas. I think they're just ideas. That's all it is. But you haven't really sat down, and you haven't set goals, and you haven't made plans, and you haven't thought about what could happen if this is actually successful, or how you could actually achieve these ideas and create success from these ideas, right? It's not enough to just have an idea, but to actually plan out that idea and make a sort of, right, physical kind of map for yourself with goals and with steps to achievement that could make this feel more real to you. And I think that's where this action really needs to take place here. We also have the Dolphin energy here, which could talk about, right, emotional fulfillment. I think you've been in your head. I think a lot of this idea and a lot of doubt, there's a lot of doubt in your mind, and I think this is happening because of just things that maybe other people have told you, or because of society standards, and you've been really afraid to move forward in this idea or endeavor. But I see that you're very smart. I think that you have a lot of intelligence, and I think you have the means to really make this happen, but it's about being consistent and persistent and really passionate about what it is that you're going to do. So if you're not going to be consistent, persistent, and passionate, then don't do it, because it's not going to be successful unless you have those three key factors really pushing you forward to make this successful, group number one. I also see here that this is going to bring about a lot of emotional fulfillment. I see this is a very emotional driven task here, so it can bring about a lot of finances. You could be financially successful, but that financial success is kind of right on the back burner. It's kind of a bonus to the emotional fulfillment that this is actually going to bring you. This is more of a, right, emotional kind of goal for you, achieving that kind of passion and achieving, right? I feel like for a lot of you guys, it's kind of you really want to like stick it to those people that told you that you couldn't do it, or that told you that maybe you weren't good enough to achieve this, or that maybe it wasn't a practical idea, but it's something that you've always wanted to do, and you really want to prove those people wrong. I see that happening here, that there's definitely this emotional fulfillment that you want to achieve here, which is really proving to yourself that you could do it, and really proving to everybody else that they were wrong about you, and they were wrong about this idea, and that you could be successful and you could achieve this. Okay, and then we also have the Riddle, so it's complicated. This is definitely complicated, this energy that's happening here. This is telling me that these are risks. You're taking risks, right? There's no guarantee that this is going to be a success, but we see that there's potential for it. So there's no guarantee to it, but there's potential to it. And for me, you're smart enough to really solve this riddle, and you're smart enough to really be successful. So even though in the moment it feels like you're really taking a risk here, right? You've given up a lot of this financial freedom that you have to really gain this emotional fulfillment. But I think at the end of the day, what this is going to do is going to bring about a lot more success than you currently have. Okay, we have the Bardo. So yeah, there's transformation energy happening here. There's definitely transformation energy happening here. So, right, the riddle is talking about it's going to be hard work. It's gonna take time. It's gonna need persistence and passion and consistency in order for you to really achieve the things that you're trying to achieve. But I see that you will be successful and you will achieve those goals, because the Bardo here tells me that there's transformation happening here. This is gonna be a transformative experience for you, transformative financially and transformative emotionally, okay? We have intuition, yeah, so there's definitely a strong need to follow your intuition with the Empress energy here, with the Dragonfly in reverse here. You've been kind of going against your intuition. You haven't been following your Chariot. You haven't really been, listening to your gut feelings and making decisions from the heart. You've been very, very practical, and there's nothing wrong with being practical. That's just, the energy that I'm seeing here is that your whole life you've been practical, and that's no longer fulfilling to you. There's an emotional hole within you that you are trying to fill. There's an emotional void that you're trying to fill, and I see that now is the time to really start working on that. Okay, we have financial material changes. So financial material changes, we know that's happening with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Things are changing for you. Okay, so now you're probably going to start moving on forward with that idea, and it's probably going to cost a lot of money or going to cause a lot of financial change within you. So maybe you're going to have to give up a lot of that financial freedom that you've had, or, because you're switching jobs, career paths, or making a specific investment that's going to take a lot of your finances. But it's all going to be very transforming. This isn't transforming money, right? Money is just energy. You're transforming this financial energy, this money, into, right, this seed that's going to grow into something that's so much more abundant than what you currently have, okay? It's just a matter of being able to be patient to see that growth over time. And then we have Eclipse Mermaid, a powerful energy shift. Okay, group number 1. So there's definitely a powerful energy shift. This is amazing that we're getting this too for this week, because we do have an eclipse coming up. Okay, we have 2 eclipses coming up. Actually, we are in eclipse season. So we're going to have a new moon lunar eclipse, and we're also going to have, we're going to have a new moon solar eclipse and a full moon lunar eclipse. So keep that in mind as well. That's probably where a lot of this financial change is going to be happening. Okay, so make sure that you watch my videos on those eclipses. This also makes, with all these finances, this makes a lot of sense as well with the Pluto retrograde, Saturn retrograde that's happening. Okay, so make sure you go ahead and watch those videos on the retrogrades as well, because this is going to help clarify a lot of these messages for you. Okay. And we also have Ghost of the Pumpkin Patch, count your blessings, okay? So what this to me means is that everything that you have is everything that you need, okay? So when you start to transform this money and you're in this, right, you start to make these investments and things start to get a little tougher. Things start to get a little harder, and you feel like maybe you start to feel like you've made a mistake, and you start to feel like maybe you should go back. But there's no need for that. There's no need to backtrack. There's no need to rewind. There's no need to beat yourself up over the decisions that you've made, because everything that you have is everything that you need, no matter how big or how small that feels in that moment, okay? Because you're exactly where you need to be when you need to be, and everything happens for a reason, okay? So there's just a really strong need to really just believe in yourself this week. Believe in yourself. Believe in your passions, and believe in your ability to be successful. That is the most important thing, okay? And for your final affirmation for your week ahead, we have generosity. I give generously to those around me, no matter how much or how little I have. I know there is more than enough to go around, and that the key is to allow it to keep going around without stopping. If I stop the flow, I'm like the one person at the stadium who doesn't do the wave. So I think this is really beautiful, group number one, that you guys got this affirmation with, you know, the messages that we received here and the rest of your other cards, because this is about giving, okay? I think this is talking about that, right, that financial energy, being able to give money freely and to receive money freely, and allowing for that cyclic energy transformation to happen. So, right, transforming that money through investing and then seeing those investments really start to pay off. This could also talk about time, giving time freely and really seeing that time start to pay off. When you have that, you know, that seed of an idea that starts to grow, and it starts slow at first, but then everything starts to appear more beautiful as time goes by, and then you start to become really gracious and really thankful that you made the choices and decisions in the past to move forward with this idea, okay? And I see that there's going to be a lot of generosity given to you, because this is going to be a very selfless thing that you're doing. It's all about, right, this emotional fulfillment. You're not doing this for the money. You're not doing this for the finances. You're doing this because emotionally you're trying to fill this void that you have, and that's why you're going to be successful. That's why people are going to be willing to help you, because it's the passion that's driving you, and people really see that as something that's that's you know, just beautiful, okay? All right, group number one. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna roll dice for you, just to get message of a couple of days that may be important. So we have the 4th. Okay, so the 4th day in the 7-day period is going to be quite significant for you. So a little bit the middle of the week, we're going to see a lot of significance happening for you. All right, so that is your message for your week ahead, the next 7 days. I really hope that this reading resonated. If it did, please do let me know in the comments down below, you guys. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, and please do subscribe to my channel. While you're subscribed, make sure you hit that post bell notification button, okay? If you want to keep watching, we're going to move on to group number 2. Let's go. All right, hello to all of my trick-or-treaters who chose group number 2. You guys chose card 13, the skull. All right, so this is your channeled message for the next 7 days, your week ahead. We're going to go ahead and get into all of your shuffling. If you don't want to see the shuffling, timestamps are below. You can skip straight to your message. If you do want to see the shuffling, though, we're going to get into it right now. Alright, so for all of my trick-or-treaters who chose group number 2, you guys chose card 13, the skull. So this is your channeled messages for the next 7 days, your week ahead. Let's go ahead and see what's in store for you. What are the energies surrounding you? We have the 3 of Pentacles. Okay. We have the 8 of Pentacles. Interesting. We have the Eight of Cups in reverse. And we have the Six of Swords. Oh, excuse me. I think that's the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords. Yeah, Eight of Swords in reverse. Nope, upright. I'm crazy. Okay. Pardon me, you guys. So, Three of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Cups in reverse, and Eight of Swords. Okay, you guys got 3 eights. Interesting, okay. So, okay, this is interesting energy, you guys. So we see that there's a need to work with others this week, the next 7 days. Work with others. We see that there's going to be advice coming in from others, a bit of mentoring from others, wisdom, gaining insight, gaining clarity, new perspectives from those around you, okay? We also see that there's work, okay, work happening here. There's talent, there's practice, there's skill. We see too that there's overcoming a situation that possibly was very heartbreaking for you or very hard for you. You're maybe some kind of conflict. You're overcoming something that happened in the past here. But we definitely see that there was also this trapped energy, feeling trapped, feeling stuck, feeling like, caged in, like there was nowhere to go. Okay, so I think a lot of you guys watching this group number 2 is you felt really trapped in a situation, but it was all in your head. You felt maybe trapped in a situation, maybe it was a job, you felt trapped in a job or a relationship, okay? Some kind of situation that you were in that you felt like there was no way out of, that you couldn't leave. You are now understanding that you can leave behind. This perspective is coming through because you have a strong support system. There's a strong support system around you who believes in you, who's giving you this wisdom, this clarity, this insight that you have the power to move forward from this situation that's no longer serving you, okay? And the fact that you felt like you were trapped or stuck or stagnant, it was all in your head, it was all in your mind, it was your own personal perspective. But this Three of Pentacles energy here is bringing about new perspective. And there's work that's happening here. There's skills that's happening here. You're gaining new skills, new clarity, new insight. So there's a lot of self-development energy that I'm sensing here that's really coming through. I see that there's a lot of work on yourself in the next 7 days, and there's a lot of overcoming past situations, overcoming, right, a lot of hurdles or obstacles that you felt you couldn't overcome, but now you can. There's courage that's happening here. There's self-acceptance. There's self-confidence that's happening here. There's growth, okay? And it's not going to be, a lot of growth that's going to be happening. It's slow growth over time, because you're surrounded by people who care about you, who love you. And if you don't know who these people are, it's time to start figuring it out. Find who these people are in this next 7 days, this week ahead. Time for you to figure out who are your true friends. Who are the people that care about you? Is it family members? Is it friends, loved ones, okay? Your spirit guides. Who's here to help you overcome these situations and to show you that you have the power to free yourself from these situations, okay? It takes practice. It takes work. It's not easy. It takes right decision making every day to control your own emotions, reactions, your own minds, your own thoughts, right? It's challenging. But it can be done, and you can be successful. With the Panther here, right? There's fighting energy. Need for you to fight for yourself. To fight for what you believe in. Okay, need for you to move forward. We also have the Moth in reverse. So, yeah, there's a need for independence here. I see that you guys, group number 2, there's a very unique energy. There's a very free spirit energy about you, but I feel that you've been put down and you've allowed yourself to really stifle yourself and to stifle your uniqueness and your independence to please possibly other people around you. But I see that there's definitely a need to let go of that. Now, there's a need for you to really embody your uniqueness, your individuality and your independence, and to really be yourself, be one with yourself, regardless of the thoughts and opinions of those around you. You really have to spread your wings this week, and you really have to take flight and show everybody what you can do, what your potential, right? What your potential is, okay? Because you have all of this potential, all of this built up energy of doing something so great, so beautiful, so fantastic. I see that you're very talented. You're very, very talented, group number 2. But you have to show people your talents. These are hidden talents that you have, and I feel like a lot of people don't know these talents about you, don't know that you have these skills. And for me, it feels kind of like a secret, okay? Maybe a lot of you guys watching this possibly could have Scorpio in your chart as your sun, moon, rising. But I see that there's, you know, a modesty about you. And it's just, this week is not about modesty. This next 7 days is really about spreading your wings. It's really about, you know, flaunting your tail feathers, showing people what you can do, showing people what you can achieve, what your talents and skills are, and letting people know that, hey, I'm here, I'm beautiful, I'm unique, and I'm powerful, and this is what I can do, and this is what I have to offer. And I don't need, you know, X, Y, and Z to do it, okay? So maybe now is the time to just really separate yourself from the people who have been putting you down and finding your tribe, finding those people that are really going to build you up. So this could talk about maybe finding a new social circle, maybe, you know, a new job, maybe new people who are going to be really supporting of you instead of putting you down. New friends are going to be coming in this week. So pay attention to, you know, who those new friends could potentially be. New co-workers at work, people who are now being hired, you know, in this job, or maybe if you're starting a new job, you know, there's fresh start energy that's happening here. There's transformation that's happening here, but you have to allow this transformation to happen, okay? The unseen. So there's still more to come. There's still more to be seen. I think, yeah, this also talks about the secrecy. I think that you have a lot of secrecy about you, a lot of privacy about you. You haven't been very expressive about your wants, your desires, your own opinions in certain aspects or situations in your life, and the things that you want, okay, and what you have to offer, okay? So I see that there's definitely need to move forward and being more vocal. The next 7 days is really about activating that throat chakra energy. It's about speaking out, speaking your voice, your truth, okay? We also have the vow. So making a vow, I think, to yourself, making commitment to yourself, being committed to your ideas, being committed to your skills, being committed to your craftsmanship. I get a feeling or a sense that maybe a lot of you guys watching this are artists, okay? Committing to your craft, making a vow to yourself to be committed to, right, your passions, to work on those skills and to bring those skills and talents to light, to show other people what you have to offer, what you can do, okay? I see here also that this could potentially talk about maybe new partnerships that are coming in the next 7 days. This could also talk about new job opportunities that could be coming in the next 7 days because you're transforming, because you start to show people what you can do. You start to showcase your talents and your skills, and that starts to bring people towards you. You're drawing people in towards you this next 7 days. There's manifestation energy happening here as you start to break out of that 8 of Swords energy, leave behind those 8 of Cups, right? Leaving that energy behind, that you know, that trapped mentality, those negative thoughts and opinions of yourself, and starting to see yourself in a new positive light, okay? And with that transformation, you're going to bring about a lot more opportunities towards you that are going to bring you towards a brighter light of success in your life, okay? I feel that you haven't been very successful possibly in past endeavors in your life. In this next 7 days, we see that you're working on yourself, working towards gaining those new opportunities, and I see success is coming towards you in the near future, okay? We also have discontent and boredom. 4 of Cups energy. Yeah, you've been discontent, you've been bored because you've been stifling yourself. You haven't been doing the things that you want to do. You've been doing the things that other people want you to do. That's why you're bored. That's why you're discontent, group number 2. For some of you guys, maybe you're Virgos watching this, you're people pleasers, okay? What are you doing? Why are you doing that? It's not their life, it's your life. They're living their life, you're living your life. Don't live your life the way they want you to. Live your life the way you want you to. Okay? Go where you want to go. Do what you want to do. Be adventurous. Be spontaneous. Laugh, smile, have fun. That's what life is about. It's about the little things, the little moments. Do what makes you happy. Do what you're passionate about. Don't pay attention to what other people want from you. It's not their life. Harmony. Okay? There's harmony energy happening here, and there's authority energy happening here, okay? So there's a need to find harmony, find balance in your life, All right, so finding balance in what it is that you want to do versus what other people want you to do, right? So there's a need to find that balance of how can I make myself happy while still, maybe making my family, staying in my family in contact with them, and making sure that if you have kids that they're taken care of and that kind of thing. Finding that balance between work and home life, but also having that authority over yourself to be able to put yourself first, over maybe your friends or, certain situations like your job or something like that. I get the sense that for a lot of you guys watching this group number 2, someone in your life is very demanding of you. And someone is asking a lot from you, right? They have a lot of maybe very high expectations of what they want you to be or what they want you to achieve. But what they want you to be and what they want you to achieve is not the same as what you want to be and what you want to achieve. So there's a need of having authority here and making sure that you, right, let that person know that, hey, I don't want to do that. That's not emotionally fulfilling for me. I want to do this instead, and it's at the end of the day, it's my life that I'm living, so I'm going to do this regardless of what you want me to do, because it's my life and it's my choices and it's my decisions. And you could continue to do what they want you to do, but that's going to make you very unhappy in the long run. So if you do what you want to do, you're going to be happy, you're going to be successful, you're going to be vibrant, you're going to be colorful. So think about all of that beautiful energy that you have waiting for you. All you have to do is just follow your own passions, desires, and intuition, okay? Death and the Maiden, invasion, boundaries, violated, dominance. Yeah. Let me read that again. Okay, group number 2, Death and the Maiden, invasion, boundaries violated, and dominance. Who's dominating you, group number 2? Who's violating your boundaries? Who's in your space? There's someone in your life, group number 2, who's trying to have control over your life. Who is it that's trying to control you? You have to break free of them. You have to break free of those cycles. Finding harmony in yourself, finding harmony with those around you, finding the balance, right? Letting go of the people, right? You've been feeling trapped. You've been feeling stuck in a negative situation. And now it's about finding the harmony, the people who are going to support you, and letting go of the people who are putting you down, who are holding you back. Okay, who's holding you back, group number 2? It's time to let them go. Let them go, you guys. Let them go. This is not good for your mental health. This is not good for your physical health, your emotional health, your spiritual health. You're being so stuck, so stagnant, group number 2. You need to grow. You need to let them go. You need to move forward without them. And you need to really start focusing on yourself and your own happiness and your own passions, rather than what other people want you to be. You have to focus on yourself more. 3 witchy sisters, the power of 3. Okay, the power of 3. This is interesting because we had the 3 of Pentacles energy too, group number 2. There's a lot of synchronicities happening here. There's a lot of energies that are coming through. This is very interesting too because you guys also got three cards. You got 3 oracles, okay, and the other groups only got 2. So this is interesting. So we have the power of 3 here. So this is you and 2 others. So I get the feeling that maybe this week you're really going to find power in 2 friends or family members, or, some kind of 2 people that are going to be very, very close to you. And you guys are going to form a bond, and they're going to be a very strong support system to you. And they're really going to help you move forward from this other person who's really stifling you. They're either going to bring about insight and clarity, right, to this situation that's happening. And they're also going to provide advice, and they're going to provide not a sacred space, but a safe space for you so when you leave, right, this energy behind, they're going to really be a strong support system. They're going to create safe space for you, sacred space for you, and they're going to really be there to help support you in anything that you need, whether it's a place to stay or whether it's a job that, they're going to help provide for you. Okay, whatever it is that you need, you're going to be able to go to these 2 people to really help you. So maybe a lot of you guys know who these people are, or maybe you haven't met them yet and you're going to be meeting them in this week ahead, the next 7 days. Okay, so keep that in mind. I know that's a little specific. That could be maybe just for a few of you trick-or-treaters watching this. Take what resonates, let the rest go, let it flow, okay? We also have Snow Angel. The signs are already with you, okay? So for a lot of you guys, you know that you're unhappy. You know that you feeling trapped is a state of mind. You know that you have to leave some kind of person situation behind, okay? You know that it's not good for you. You know, you see the signs, you see the red flags, you feel it in your gut, that intuition, right? You understand what spirit is trying to tell you, trying to communicate to you. So why are you still staying? Why are you still there? If you know all of this information, you can see the red flags, you see, right, all of the negative energy surrounding you, and you understand that you have to let it go, then let it go. If you know this, then do it. Group number 2, just do it, okay? It's going to be so much more beneficial for you, and you're going to have this sense of relief, this weight lifted off of your shoulders. You're going to have this sense of freedom and fulfillment like you've never even known before, and it's going to be absolutely beautiful, okay? Absolutely beautiful. So that is the cards. Let's go ahead. Let's see what your affirmation is for your week ahead. We have everyone's a teacher. Everyone I cross paths with is a teacher in that moment. The ones who give me the fun lessons are the ones I call friends. The ones who give me the hard lessons I sometimes call a-holes. They've chosen a tough job, but someone's got to do it. So today I'm thanking all the a-holes. Thank you, a-holes, for playing your part in making me a better person. This is interesting, group number 2. So the a-holes in your life, right? The death and the maiden, this card, the people that are holding you back, the people who are making you feel trapped, the people that you have to let go of, okay? This is all happening to teach you a lesson. This is all happening because there's something you have to learn here. And the thing that you have to learn here is the strength in yourself, is the people who are supporting you, the loved ones around you, right? The lesson here is following your intuition. The lesson here is doing what you're passionate about. It's listening to your own passions, desires, wants, hopes, and dreams, and not that of others. It's finding your own independence, individuality, the moth in reverse, finding your own independence, individuality, and beauty, and being able to transform, okay? So there's transformation that's happening here. There are lessons that's happening here. There's growth that's happening here. It's tough growth. It's hard. It's tough love that's happening here, okay? We're in retrograde season. We're in eclipse season. This energy is bound to be with you, okay? If you haven't watched my videos on the retrogrades yet, go ahead, go watch those, as well as the ones on the eclipses. That's going to help tie everything together here. We're feeling a lot of tough energies. There's a lot of growth. There's a lot of transformation. There's a lot of karmic energy that's happening as well. We had a lot of threes. Threes all about cycles, breaking out of cycles. You've been stuck in the same cycle for a long time. This is something that has occurred in the past, and this is something that's still occurring in the present, but now you're going to have the knowledge, the energy, the wisdom, and the friends to back you to be able to break these cycles, because they're going to bring clarity to these situations, and they're going to bring a support system to bring you strength to break out of these cycles, so that way your future can be more bright and vibrant. Okay, group number 2. Powerful energy, strong energy, tough energy, I know, okay, but on this channel, that's what it's about. It's about healing, it's about growth, it's about transformation, okay? We all go through it, we all need it, it's necessary. It is necessary, it's why we are here, to transform and to grow, and to really find ourselves. And that's what you're doing with this energy here, okay? Group number 2, we're going to go ahead, we're going to roll a dice, and we're going to see what's an important date for your week ahead. Day number 5, okay? So in a 7-day period, day number 5 is going to hold the most significance. That's going to be, you know, towards the middle end of your week, okay? So pay attention to day number 5 and see what that brings for you, okay? So that is your message for your week ahead the next 7 days. I really hope that this reading resonated for you guys. If it did, please do let me know in the comments down below. And if you haven't already, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, and please do subscribe to my channel, you guys. All of that stuff really does help my channel grow, and I love how much we've grown already. If you're new here, hi, how are you? And if you're, you know, an OG subscriber, hey, what's up? You know, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure that you share this video with your friends and family, so that way they can also gain some of this clarity, insight, inspiration, and motivation as well, okay? It has been such a pleasure. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to keep watching, I'm going to go ahead and move on to group number 3. Hello to all of my trick-or-treaters who chose group number 3. You guys chose card 72, the Owl, okay? So these are your channeled messages for the next 7 days for your week ahead. We're going to do all of the shuffling on camera. If you don't want to see the shuffling, timestamps are below. You can skip straight to your message. If you do want to see the shuffling though, we're getting into it right now. Alright, so for all of my trick-or-treaters who chose group number 3, you guys chose card 72, the Owl. So this is your channeled message for the next 7 days, your week ahead, energy surrounding you. Let's go ahead and get right into it, okay? So we have Ace of Cups in reverse. Father of Cups in reverse. Judgment in reverse. And Mother of Cups. Sheesh, group number 3. Okay. So what relationship's not working out? Group number 3. What's not working out here? Is it a relationship with a masculine figure who is potentially a water sign? Okay. Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces? Is the relationship with your father? What's going on here, group number 3? Ace of Cups in reverse tells me that something's not working out. There's a lack of emotional fulfillment. There's relationship that's not working out. Father in Cups in reverse. This tells me this relationship that's not working out is with this masculine figure here. This could potentially be a father figure here. Okay, we have the Mother of Cups as well. So this could represent possibly you, a feminine energy, who's a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But we see with the duality here that there's something's just not working out this week for you guys. There's clashing, there's a little bit of miscommunication, misunderstanding, and with the Judgment in reverse here, this is telling me that you're not growing from this situation, that this is not the first time this is happening. This is a recurring situation that you're not growing from. The energies here are possibly a little bit similar to group number 2. So maybe some of you guys are watching both group 2 and 3, or if you haven't seen group 2 and you're just watching group 3, I recommend going back and watching group 2. That'll help bring some clarity to this information that's happening here. We have the Lion in reverse, Leo in reverse, Strength in reverse. Okay, so there's a lack of strength here. There's a lack of self-confidence here. There's a push and pull that's going on. There's possibly someone who's very dominating in this partnership or in this relationship, in this friendship, in this situation. And I see that there's imbalance that's happening here. There's a need for you to really find your voice, to speak out, to be courageous. The black egg, okay? That's all about your throat chakra energy. Yeah, finding your voice. The kiss. Okay, yeah, this is definitely a relationship that's happening here. Relationship energy. So you're possibly... Let me see what's going on here. The stone. Okay, group number 3. So... yeah, so for some of you guys, maybe things have been a little bit rocky in a relationship for you. You know, maybe there's been some miscommunication. Maybe there's been a little bit of, you know, a push and pull, a little bit of tug of war, maybe a give and take. Maybe someone in the relationship's been wanting more and someone's been giving more, or someone's been wanting more and the other person hasn't been giving enough. So there's definitely... there's imbalance here, and there's a little bit of a duality that's happening here as well. I see for you the next 7 days for you in this relationship, there's a need for you to really speak up. There's a need for you to really find your voice, to find your strength and confidence, to express your wants and desires in this relationship, to find the balance that you're seeking. I don't think this is a bad relationship. I don't think that, you know, that there's really a conflict that's happening here. I think that a lot of it is just, there's a lot of room for growth. And I think there's a lot of miscommunication. And I think someone's just being a little bit selfish in this relationship. And there's really a need for you to express that things are on the rocks. And if stuff doesn't get better, then you're going to go and you're going to leave, because you have the power to do so and you have the will to do so. And it's your decision, that you are making the decision to be a part of this person's life. You're making the decision to be in this relationship, and you don't have to be. You can leave anytime. You can walk away anytime. And you need to let this person know that, because they think that they're in control. There's a little bit of control issue that's happening here, but they're not. They have no control over you. Okay, so understand that. Stand your ground this week, the next 7 days. Stand your ground, find your voice, speak up, be courageous, be confident, and really demand what it is that you want and desire and deserve in this relationship. Okay, it's a two-way street, and this other person needs to know that. Yeah, we have temptation, the devil energy happening here. So this person could also potentially be a Leo or a Capricorn, or you could be a Leo or a Capricorn. But I see here that there's definitely a tug of war that's happening here. There's temptation that's happening here. There's control issues that's happening here. I see that there is a lot of passion and a lot of love in this relationship. So definitely a lot of sensuality here, which also brings me to the other thing, you know, that maybe the sensuality and the passion and the spicy moments are really amazing and great, but that can't be the only thing that's really holding you onto this relationship. If at the end of the day it's not emotionally fulfilling and it's only physically fulfilling, then you don't really have a need to be a part of this relationship anymore. You've grown out of this relationship. So you really have to think about, you know, the work that has to be done here. Are you willing to do the work? Why are you willing to do the work? What is the benefit that this relationship is having on you? Okay, you know what you provide, but what is this other person providing for you as well? Is this relationship helping you or hindering you in your own personal growth and journey on this planet Earth, in this human experience? Okay, destiny in reverse. Okay, so this is telling me that, yeah, this person's potentially holding you back. This situation's holding you back. Things are just not looking really cute. A clockwork pumpkin, a wonderful idea, the aha moment. Okay, so there will be clarity Ooh, sheesh. Okay, there's the hope for you guys this week. There will be hope. There will be clarity. This relationship, like I said, it's not all bad. There's a lot of just miscommunication that's happening here. There's a need for you to really speak up. Something tells me that you haven't really spoke up about, you know, your wants, your desires, and your own feelings in this situation. And that's why this person is acting the way that they're doing, because they don't really know how you feel. So I think you really have to let this person know how you feel, so that way that you could find that balance and really rebalance this relationship. And I think that they're really gonna understand it after you find your voice and you sit down and you have this talk with this person, right? Not a heated argument. I think you just really need to sit down and have a civilized conversation with your partner, and let them know that, hey, this is how I feel, this is how I'm feeling, and if this continues, then this is going to be my decision. You know, I'm XYZ, whatever it is you decide to do, because, you know, you're unhappy in this relationship. You know, just let them know that. And I think that after you let them know that, they're going to have clarity on your actual feelings, desires, and they're going to understand what your wants and opinions are in this relationship. And what, you know, I think you guys have to set goals too about, you know, your future together. And I think that's going to help bring a lot of clarity to the situation. I think that's going to help bring about a lot more light onto the situation. It's going to allow you guys to move forward in a more positive way. I think that you guys just really need to understand each other more. So I see that relationships do have the opportunity to really be on the rocks, you know, with all of the retrogrades that are happening right now and the eclipses that are occurring. There's a lot of energetic shifts. It's powerful, it's tough, and it's going to really create a lot of friction in a lot of our partnerships and relationships during this time. And it's going to require a lot more communication than we're used to, because there's going to be a lot more miscommunication than we're used to. So it's very, very important to be very vocal during this time, and to really communicate with each other, so that way you guys don't miscommunicate what it is that you want, or what it is that you desire, or how it is that you feel in certain situations. Sea storm, calm and chaos. Okay, so yeah, this tells me that maybe now you guys are hitting a rough patch, that, you know, maybe now you guys are on the rocks, you know, there's thin ice, whatever it is that's going on between the two of you. But I think that this is just a moment. I think for some of you guys watching this, that this is really a test on your relationship to see, can you make it through the hard moments? During relationships, partnerships, there are hard times and there are good times, okay? So this is the universe bringing about, there's this hard patch that you're going through, a storm that you're going through. Are you going to be able to weather it together? Are you going to be able to overcome this challenge and be stronger because of it? When you're in a relationship with someone, oftentimes you will suffer through these obstacles, hurdles, and challenges, but it's lessons. It's growing lessons that the both of you have to learn together and overcome together in order to be a stronger partner because of it. So at the end of the day, this is really going to strengthen your relationship. This is going to strengthen your communication. I think you guys are going to learn a lot about each other through this. And at the end of the day, I think it's going to be very helpful and very beneficial for you. This is just a current challenge you're facing in your relationship right now, but it's not something that's going to be very detrimental to you in the future. Okay, so that's just definitely something that I see happening here. Learning how to balance out each other's own dualities, okay? Your strengths and weaknesses versus their strengths and weaknesses. So that's just very important here that's happening, but that's also very good to note. We can all take a breath together now, because everything is going to be okay in the long run. It is just a moment, okay? You guys are just having a moment. Everybody goes through it, you know, highs and lows, highs and lows. The life is all about them, okay? It's a roller coaster ride. And right now, you guys are dipping into a low, but you're going to overcome it and it's going to be okay. All right? So it have authenticity as your affirmation for your week ahead, the next 7 days. So authenticity is the name of the game. Whatever comes up, I will feel it. Whatever needs to be said, I will say it. Whoever doesn't get it doesn't have to get it, but at least they know it because I've said it. And that's way better than leaving a passive aggressive note about it, okay? So yeah, this makes a lot of sense, okay? Like what we were talking about, you guys in this relationship, you really have to be authentic with yourself, and you have to be able to communicate with this person and let them know what your wants and desires and goals are for this relationship, you know, who it is that you actually are, what it is that you can offer in this relationship, and being able to have this person reciprocate that same energy and being able to respect each other's boundaries, okay? I think you have boundaries and I think they also have boundaries, and I think this is really about understanding each other's boundaries and understanding how to really please each other on a more emotional level. So I see that there's a lot of physical qualities and a lot of sensuality that's happening here that, that's not necessarily the issue, but I see emotionally there's some aspects that you both can work on to be more emotionally fulfilling to each other, okay? For some of you guys, maybe this is a relationship that's very new, and for others, this could be a relationship that happened very fast, okay? In situations like that, you guys didn't really have the opportunity to get to know each other on a deeper, more emotional level. And so now's the time to really start working on that. I think this is what this whole lesson is here, and what this situation is bringing is about gaining a deeper understanding of each other. And this is really going to deepen your relationship. And this is what's going to make you guys much stronger, where that stone energy comes from, right? So we see that you guys are on the rocks now. That stone energy, that's what's happening here. There's a need for you to be really solid, create a solid foundation, create boundaries, and create, goals for your future together here. So that's also what we see here with this earth energy, but also with the stone energy here. I see that you guys are going to be strengthening your relationship, deepening your relationship to create something that's going to be unbreakable in the future. Okay, so I see that you guys are very strong. I see you're going to be very strong. You're going to work this out, right? The stone can weather any storm. It takes a lot of pressure and a lot of time to wear it down. And then we also we know that the stone can transform, right? A piece of coal can transform with a lot of heat and pressure into something that's even more beautiful than its current state. So there's transformation energy that's potential to happen here as well. Okay, so wow. Okay, group number 3, strong energy. I didn't know that was going to turn into a relationship reading. So there's that. I hope that this resonated for you guys. And I really hope that you like this reading. We're going to go ahead, we're going to roll a dice for a significant day in your week ahead the next 7 days. See what day is holding, right, significance. Day number 3, okay, so day number 3 in the next 7-day period is going to hold the most significance during this week. So pay attention to that day, whatever that day is for you. All right, so again, I hope that this reading really resonated for you guys. If it did, please do let me know in the comments down below. And if you haven't already, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. Please do subscribe to my channel and hit that notifications button so you don't miss out when I post new spooktacular videos every week, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all of your love, all of your support. I love how much we've grown. I love reading all you guys' comments. It's just really motivating and inspiring to me to really keep going with this channel. Seeing how it's grown already just really makes me so happy. So thank you guys so much. Don't forget to share this video also with your friends and family and loved ones, so that way we can spread this healing, inspiration, motivation, insight, and clarity to all who need to hear these messages, and to all the trick-or-treaters who haven't even discovered this channel yet, okay? So thank you guys again so much for watching. It has been such an absolute pleasure. I will see you guys on the next one. Keep it creepy. All right, bye you guys.